We're here in New York, New York. Welcome to what should be a very entertaining night of hockey. Jim Houston with Craig Simpson up next. A true grudge match between New York and Pittsburgh. Sometimes it's not enough to just work hard. You have to work smart.
Oh, that's exactly it. These guys are up against a balanced team that gets scoring right through their lineup. They'll have to be sharp at both ends to be successful.
We're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. Thornton on the draw to Ilya Kovalchuk. Now it's passed to Nolan. Intercepted to Joe Thornton. One-timer. Quickly steered aside by Belfour. From behind the net. Out they come. And it's brought in over the line. Pass up to Alfredson. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. He shoots! Belfour got a leg on it. Out comes Jeff O'Neill. Allison, he's only got one to beat. Shoots the puck. Luongo covers up. The action's about to start. The faceoff goes to New York. Here comes Jaromir Jagr in the corner. Here's Pavel Kubina, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. With a one-timer, Belfour turns the shot aside. To Stevens. Missed the net. Allison, he carries it into center ice. They're into the attacking end of the ice. Delayed call coming up to Jeff O'Neill. One-time net. Stevens will go to the box for roughing.
Take a look at the replay. Far too much contact that time. Does he deserve the penalty? You bet.
You can see that the coach isn't very happy about this call at all. Pittsburgh is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
Here comes Caberlet. To Scott Niedermeyer, whose brother Rob plays in the NHL as well. Sundin dumps the puck in. He passes it to Sundin. Now up to Nolan. It's man against man.
That's a big-time deep.
He passes it to Messier, and he brings it to center. Now he just gets the puck deep. And it's passed to Sundin. Belfour makes the pad save. To Sheldon Surrey, who can score goals, but he won't shy away from a scrap. Roenick. And he moves it into the attacking zone. He has his pocket picked. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Here comes Alexander McGillney. He had his pocket picked. We're scoreless in the first. Roenick dumps the puck in. Here's Ron Francis, looking for his first shot on net. Here comes Ron Francis. He turns it over. Thornton dumped it. Niedermeyer. Shoots him hot. Close. To Surrey. One time's up. Here's another stop. Another shot. Fearlessly blocked. To Francis. Now he's into the attacking zone. He gets hit. Shot the puck. Pittsburgh is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. We're scoreless in the first. Here's Thomas Caberlet. He passes the puck to McCabe. Now a pass up to Sundin. Turned over. One-timer. That's blocked by the defender. Another save into the corner. Unbelievable save by Belfour. He shoots. Luongo got a pad on it. To Robert Lang. Here comes Roberts. One time. Stevens takes control of the puck. Renberg to Tucker. Here comes Tucker. Luongo the save. Tucker to Tucker. To Caberlet. To Caberlet. Pittsburgh has a relentless attack going here. He intercepts the pass through center. They gain the blue line on the attack. Big shot, blocked, staying. He moves it to center. Shoots! Luongo's got it. Redden to Yager. In all alone. Front of the net. Belfour's got it to McGillney. Here's Jeff O'Neill. One-time shot from the slot. Luongo covers up for the whistle. We're ready for the face-off. Thornton wins the face-off. Puck picked up by Kovalchuk. Here's Daniel Alfredson. Hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. To Thornton. Now quick up to Kovalchuk. Shoots it from the left. Pass up to Sundin. Now it's passed ahead to Sundin. He's into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck from deep in the slot. It's passed ahead to Thornton. No goals midway through the first. Dumped in by Alfredson. He passes the puck to Tucker. It's 2-on-1. Luongo makes the glove save. Here's Matt Sundin to Reichel. Now a quick pass up to Tucker. Luongo turned it away. Here's Matt Sundin. Lots of shots, but no result to get a shot on goal. Hit the man in front of the net. Here comes O'Neill. Luongo gets a leg on it. Here comes Sundin. Shoots the puck. Belfour gets the stick on it. Up through center. Here comes Alexander McGillney into the slot. To Murray. Here comes Glenn Murray to Matt Sundin. Wrap around. Brilliant save by Luongo. Here comes Glenn Murray. One-time shot. Belfour covers up. The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. Out they come to center. In over the blue line on the attack. Pretty nice glove save by Luongo. We're scoreless in the first. One-timed it from behind the net. Pass up to Stajan. Now he's moved it into the attacking zone. Ooh, close! Pushed aside by Luongo. To Daniel Alfredson. And he's over the line, in on the... He scores! It's a late first period opening goal.
With Alfredson's offensive talent, it's a wonder he wasn't selected before the 6th round back in 1993. He proved a lot of people wrong by winning the NHL Rookie of the Year award in 1996.
Pittsburgh has seen the game's first goal go against them.
Stepping up on defense is only half the battle. They've got to find a way to score.
Assisted by number 1, Roberto Luongo, and by number 17, Ilya Kovalchuk.
Goes behind his neck. To Reichel. To Reichel. One-timer! Turned aside by Luongo. Here comes St. Louis to Matt Sundin. Great save, Belfour. Pittsburgh got it. Barahowski. We're late in the first period with a score 1-0 for the home team. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Belfour reached out for the puck. Allison, he brings it over the line. Now he carries the puck out to center ice. Takes it hard on net. Yager gets hold of the puck. He passes it up ice to Nolan. And he's over the blue line on the attack. Now he passes it to Kovalchuk. And it's brought in over the line. And time winds down as the first period comes to an end with the score 1-0. Pittsburgh won't be happy after allowing the go-ahead goal late in the first.
No, they won't. That was a momentary lapse and it cost them. Let's see how they respond to open the second.
The faceoff goes to New York. Thornton scoops up the loose puck. To Albertson. Belfour made the save. Out comes Ron Francis, and he brings it over the line. Now he'll move the puck into the neutral zone. He's behind the net looking for someone to pass to. Here comes Daniel Alfredson. Shoots the puck from the left. And he scores to take a 2-goal lead here in the second.
Thornton is a wonderful combination of skill, speed, and size. And he's blossomed into the type of player everyone thought he would be when the Bruins took him first overall in 1997.
And the gap gets steadily wider.
They're just not playing their game.
New York goal.
It's 2-0 early in the second period for the home team. Alexander McGillney blocked in front of the net to McGillney.
Assisted by number 11, Daniel Alfredson. And
Here comes Jeremy Roenick to Murray. Great save by Belfour. Delayed penalty coming up. He stopped it again. Yager one-timed it. Murray takes it behind the net. Another shot. He scores, and they pick up where they left off with a huge lead early in the second.
The biggest thing that Joe uses to his advantage is his size. He's so big and strong that it's very difficult for players to try to shut him down.
It's now a 3-goal lead.
They're imposing their will out there tonight, and they're sticking to their game
by
plan.
number 19, Joe.
It's 3-0 here early in the second. He scores, and they're right back in the game.
Glenn Murray, and by number 68, Jaromir.
There's some salt in the wound by Darcy Tucker. Other teams just hate playing against this guy, and when he scores, it's a double whammy.
Pittsburgh goal.
To Darcy
Scored
Tucker.
by number 16.
Reichel dumped the puck in. Shoots it. That's blocked and didn't get through.
Reichel.
Here comes Hossa to Roberts. Fires one right on. He scores, and they're right back in the game.
I think this guy definitely fits the description of a sniper. When he gets a chance to score, he usually converts on it.
It's now a 3-goal lead.
They're imposing their will out there tonight, and they're sticking to their game plan.
Scored by
Eats a
number 20.
one-on-one battle. He shoots the puck. Blocked. One-timer right on. Behind the net.
Gary Roberts. And
The visiting
by
team
number 18,
trails by 3
Marion
goals here
Hossa.
early in the second. One-timer. Over to Roberts. Front of the net. Fires from the slot. It's found by Hedin. Renberg, and he carries it to center ice. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. To Sundin. Now passed over to Saint-Louis. Belfour denies him. He coughed the puck up. Here comes Sundin. He passes the puck to Saint-Louis. Here comes Sundin. One-timer. He scores. Upstairs.
Mark Messier has to be considered one of the best conditioned athletes the NHL has ever seen. To see him still playing at such a high level is a testament to how hard he works in the offseason.
The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. It's gobbled up by McGillney. He passes it to Kovalchuk. Out comes Daniel Alfredson. Here's Joe Thornton. He's scored twice, and you know what the third one means. Allison. It's man against man. Now he passes it to Kovalchuk. Here's Ken Klee. The visiting team trails by 4 as we approach the midway mark of the second. Passed ahead to Alfredson. Now he's into the attacking zone. And he covers up for the faceoff. Luongo has good hands. He can really move the puck.
And that puts a lot of pressure on opposing forwards. If they're not accurate with their shoot-ins, he'll beat them to the puck and fire it out of the zone.
The faceoff goes to New York. Hard shot. That's blocked. Stevens to Yager. Intercepted to Stajan. It's 2-on-1. Now he passes it over to Domi. To Jaromir Yager. Here comes Jeremy Roenick. The visiting team trails by 4 as we approach the midway mark of the second. Picked off to Roenick. New York gobbles it up to Redden. He turned the puck over. It's 1-on-1. Now he passes the puck to Messier. Here's Metz. We got a shot. Belfour stacks him up. To Rapolsky. Another shot. He scores. And they're running away with this one, middle of the second period.
The way this guy can score, it's unthinkable he went undrafted. It's not like he didn't score in college. St. Louis was a force at Vermont. He led his school in scoring for 4 straight years.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Thornton.
26, Martin St. Louis.
He passes it to Alfredson.
Assisted by number 28, Ryan.
One-handed.
And
Here's Joe Thornton.
13, Matt Sundin.
Here's Alexander McGillney. Here's Joe Thornton. He's scored twice and he wants all the hats to go. Oh, there's a shot. Belfour makes the save. Here's Jeff O'Neill, who's been all around the net. Shot blocked. Berahowski to Jeff O'Neill. Luongo stacked him up. Into the corner. One-timed it. Just wide of the net. Allison. He passes it to St. Louis. A one-on-one battle. One-time shot. Luongo covers up for the whistle. New York has picked this defense apart tonight.
They've used crisp, quick passes to exploit holes in coverage. Made the most of their chances. That's been the difference offensively.
Face-off won by Reichel. Shoots quickly. Pass up to Lang. Now he takes it to center. He's into the attacking end of the ice. To Roberts. Now quick up to Hossa. With a one-timer. That's too easy for Eddie Belfour. 2-on-0. He had his pocket picked. Shoots the puck. Pretty nice glove save by Ed Belfour. He steals the pass. The visiting team still trails by 5 here late in the second. Oh, he hit the post. Luongo the save to Jeremy Roenick, and he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Shoots the puck. Great glove save by Belfour. He has his pocket picked. Blanks one. Hit the man in front of the net. Over to Yager. He coughs up the puck. The home team up by 5 goals here late in the second period. To Panikarovsky. And he whistled it wide of the net. To Surrey. Now it's passed to Sundin. To Surrey. Shoots the puck from the point. Here's Jeff O'Neill. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer yet. To St. Louis. Backhanded shot from the slot. Here's Martin St. Louis. Yet another stop. One time from the left. Allison. Now he'll move the puck into the neutral zone. To McGillney. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Pretty nice glove save by Luongo.
1 minute left in the second.
Allison scooped it up. One-timer. Quick up to Roberts. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. He moves it into the attacking zone. He has his pocket picked. Here comes Tucker. He passes the puck to Lang. Intercepted in the neutral zone. The horn signals the end of the second with one team clearly in the lead. 6-1 is the score. is a long ways behind as we get started for the third period. They're getting ready for the face-off. Here comes Sundin. Here's Joe Thornton. He's already scored a couple of times in this game. He passes it to Thornton. One-timed it in behind. Passed over to Colt. Stoned cold by Belfour. To Nolan, and he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Here comes Ron Francis. The home team still up by 5 early in the third. Niedermeyer. Now it's passed to Murray. Belfour made. He scores! And that might end any comeback. Big lead early third.
This guy really uses his size to his advantage. At 225 pounds, he's very difficult for defensemen to handle.
The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. Here's Jeff O'Neill. Lots of shots, no results so far. He intercepts the pass. Oh, he hit the post.
68, Jaromir Jagr.
Out comes Jeremy Roenick, and he carries it into the zone. Into the slot, fires it right on. Gets blocked. A one-on-one battle. Shoots the puck. Turned away by Luongo. Luongo gets himself in the way of the backhander.
Jim, you can't ask much more from your goalie. He really came up big on that one.
The defense hasn't helped out goaltending much here tonight at all.
No, he was thrown to the wolves. You can't blame him for this one.
Hedin, the shot from the point, up to Hossa. Now he takes it to center. He brings it over the line. Ahead to Tucker. Renberg, he's only got one to beat. Denied by Luongo. He passes it to Lang. Here comes Lang. With a one-timer. Hellfist got a pad on it. Touch in front. Just wide of the goal. Lang to Hossa. Breakaway. Right in front. Quickly another shot. Scores!
I don't know if there's a player in the league who likes to shoot the puck more than Marian Hossa. He scores goals because he's not afraid to tee it up from anywhere.
The faceoff goes to New York.
Number 18, Marian Hossa.
It's found by McCabe.
Assisted by number 10, Gary
To
Roberts.
Domi. One-timer. Luongo denies him. Intercepted in the slot. Circles the net. He scores! Top shelf!
Speed kills. Isn't that the old saying? Oh, this man is a perfect example of that.
The faceoff goes to New York. Puck dumped in by Sundin. One-timed it. Allison.
Alexei Ponikarovsky.
Here's Jeff O'Neill, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. To Messier. And he moves it into the attacking zone. One-timed it. Here's Alexander McGillney. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer. Oh, there's a shot. Saved by Luongo. Here's Matt Sundin, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. One-timed it. Berahowski. It's 2-on-1. Fired it. Luongo made the huge save. Luongo got the upper hand on that laser beam.
That was a big shot, but he makes the save.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. One-timer, and he covers up. He came up big on that wrist shot.
That was a great attempt, but he stopped him cold.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Whips it. Cleared aside by Luongo. Here's Daniel Alfredson. Out comes Joe Thornton. Here's Sheldon Surrey. Here's Joe Thornton, who's already scored twice in his game, to Kovalchuk. One-time shot. Telfist makes the save. New York is showing great restraint in this game, Craig. They haven't been baited into stupid penalties, and it's paying dividends for them.
Well, Jim, you're right. Staying out of the penalty box is key if you want to have success at this level.
Intercepted. And he passes it to Pepino. Telfist. Oop, post. To Reichel. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. One time. He scores, but there's still a huge mountain to climb midway through the third.
Darcy Tucker is all about providing energy for his team. Sometimes it's with a goal, but usually it's with a hit, a glove to the face, or a fight.
They're getting ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Thornton.
By number 16, Darcy Tucker.
He passes the puck to Alfredson. Here's Joe Thornton, a big part of his team's great game tonight. Hard shot. That's blocked and didn't get through. Passed ahead to Alfredson. One-timed it. Here's Ty Domi. To Thornton. Into the attacking zone. Here's Dan. Oh, he shot! Blocked in front of the net from behind the net. Berahowski. The visiting team trails by 5 midway through the third. He gave the puck away to Roberts. One-timer! Here's Gary Roberts. Telfist freezes the puck. New York has one of the most potent offenses in the league. They move the puck as well as any team, and they can score from almost every position.
Yeah, they're a tough test for any defense.
The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. Out they come. And the puck's over the line onto the attack. Fired it from the right. Here's Jaromir Jagr, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. To Rafalski. He intercepted it. Here's Tucker to get a shot on goal. Hit the man in front of the net. Here's Jeremy Rolla. Lots of shots. There's a shot. Turned away by Telfist. Gives away a hard shot. Pass up to Lang. Out comes Glenn Murray. And he moves it into the attacking zone. He scores! Big lead, late third, lights out.
When he gets around the net, it's like a shark to blood in water. He can smell the opportunity to attack.
New York can pretty much start heading to the dressing room. This game's officially over.
There's no coming back.
It's dumped in by Thornton. The home team up by 6 late in the third.
By number 29.
Here's shot.
I don't know if there's a more natural goal scorer in this league right now. His speed, shot, and tremendous skill make him a huge threat to score every time he's on the ice.
The action's about to stop.
New York goal scored by number 17, Ilya Kovalchuk.
Here's Brian Rafalski. Here's Alexander McGillney. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer yet.
By number 11.
Luongo got a pad on it. He passes the puck to Messier. A one-on-one battle. Quick shot. Telfist turns him away. Allison. Now passed over to Saint-Louis. He gains the blue line on the attack. Over to Sundin. Down to the final 2 minutes of this third period. Tilquist made the brilliant save to Sundin, and he brings the puck over the line to Thornton. It's a one-on-one battle. With a one-timer, Tilquist turned the shot away to Matt Sundin, and he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Under a minute to go in the third. Fires it from deep in the slot.
How about that save? What a shot. Well, that one looked like it came out of a cannon. He stood his ground and kept it out.
If they scripted this game beforehand, it wouldn't have looked this good.
Hey, they absolutely embarrassed their opponent tonight.
Luongo gets the wood on it. Behind the net. Quick up to Yager. Now rink wide to Roenick. He carries it into the zone. To Kubina with a one-timer. Up to Reichel. Now passed over to Tucker. Backhands it. Blocked. It didn't get through. To Murray. One-timed it. Hedin to Tucker. Renberg. He's in over the blue line on the attack. Shot the puck. Blocked. Puck taken by Kubina. Down to the final seconds of the third. To Stevens, turned aside by Telkvist. And so ends another chapter in the great book of hockey. Pittsburgh really took a beating in this one.
There'll be some long faces in the dressing room, that's for sure.
Tonight's third star, New York number 20, Robert Long. Tonight's second star for New York number 19, Joe Thornton. And tonight's first star, New York number 11, Daniel Alfredson.
From New York, New York, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.